Hello.
Hi.
We have a few paragliders, so we might have an extra friend or two that walks by.
Fun stuff.
Okay. How was your day today?
Good.
I think it was good.
Yeah, my day was really busy. I had a kid completely fall over and almost hit his head,
Oh no.
Ouch.
but it was on purpose so
Oh.
he could get out of class.
Oh, yeah.
But
me
yeah.
too, me too.
But yeah.
Can't say I've done that before, but I know that maybe Naybi has.
Yeah.
Naybi had like a chronic thing in elementary where she would just vomit
Every year.
every year.
Yeah, imagine going through elementary school being the throw-up girl. It's kind of fun.
I was so afraid of the throw-up girl at my school.
Yeah, well, does every school have one? I thought it was just like me, but it's okay.
My school had one.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe it's just you.
Maybe, yeah. Okay, well, what was your highlight today?
I got to work out and then I read my book. And I love when I can just have a good routine.
That's so good.
Right?
Yes, mine is I went to work, it's usually not fun, but today I got to count things, so it was fun. Yes, I did inventory for the place I work for.
Lovely,
so, yeah.
lovely.
I'm so glad you got to do your
Yeah,
math.
and I'm actually like getting really good at counting. I forgot how to do mental math, and now I have to do like adding and subtracting all over again. It's like, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, ask me
Bless
anything,
you.
ask me anything. In only like 10 and
Medium
after.
numbers.
Yeah, like medium numbers, like more than 10, I
bet.
can't. Yeah. Okay. So let's start off this. Okay, I guess today's podcast. With. Have you ever? Oh yeah, with Abraham. Sorry, what were we talking about for a second? But anyways, Abraham. Have you guys ever heard of him called the father of faith?
I have not.
Literally not until studying for this.
Right? Me
Like
too.
it kept on popping up. I was like, wait, that's so cool.
Right? And I was like, where exactly in the scriptures does it say this? And it doesn't exactly say father of the faith, but it like infers kind of. So in Romans 4:11 it says, Abraham is the father of all of them that believe. And then in Galatians chapter 3 verse 9, it says, they which be of faith are blessed with faithful Abraham. And I thought that was so cool. And it's like, imagine being so faithful that this is your name in the scriptures.
Well, and I think that's part of what his covenant is. Like the
Yeah.
Abrahamic covenant, it's literally for those who are faithful.
Right. Okay, and so following that, my question for you guys and for like this podcast is, how can you be more willing to wait and trust in the Lord?
Want to go first?
Yeah. My friend, shout out to Ava, she literally sent me these questions today, and it was like for her relationships class that she's taking. And one of the questions were like, how have you involved the Lord in your relationships? And how have you received revelation through him about them? And that made me stop and think, and I was like, I'm the worst at including the Lord in my relationships. Because I would never go to him beforehand to like see if it was right. And only halfway through the relationship would I like pray to him. I would be like, is this right? And he would say no every time. And was I humble enough to listen? No.
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
Literally. Yeah. So I just bumped it. But like, that was just like kind of a wake-up call for me that I need to be more humble and faithful to him and his plan.
Yes.
Have you been doing that with your friendships?
With my friendships, a little. No, actually, I have not.
So you're like, should I be friends with this girl? Let me know.
God,
let me know.
I literally need to, because there's so many people in my life and they influence me.
Right.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. That's so interesting, the way that you say that. I think I'm answering this question in Genesis 18, Sarah like overhears Abraham talking about how she's gonna have a son, and she literally like turns to the Lord. She's like, "Are you sure? Like, literally can't do that."
Yeah, it's like, I'm how old?
It's like my body is not ready for that anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And the Lord turns to her and he says, "Is anything too hard for the Lord?"
I marked that same one. Okay,
hey guys,
Gwen,
highlight right
Gwen.
there. That's it. Thanks for
Is anything too hard for the Lord? Jeez.
Oh my gosh, like I heard that and I was like, we don't need to question his power if he acts like that. He like I don't think that God ever is there to diss, but he was kind of like, are you really questioning me right now?
Yeah.
And like being Abraham, like of faith, I just feel like faith comes in so many ways, and it's something that's like definitely takes a while to maintain.
And even the most like faithful people are, you know, they wonder sometimes and they ask sometimes. So.
Well, and what leads me to wonder personally is the fact of agency, because God will not force us to do anything. And so it's literally like agency that makes it so that, are we sure that God will have me covered with this?
Yes.
Sorry, I have an extra friend.
Watch the video if you're listening.
And I think what was so great about this is he says, at the time I appointed, I will return unto thee. So it was like a promise, immediate promise.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of like fulfills that promise when she has his son. I thought it was super interesting in in Genesis 22. He talks about how they talk about the sacrifice. That would be so extremely hard to pray, I'm sure day and night, for a son, and be told that you're going to be able to receive a son and be a father of nations, and then not feel like you're getting that promise from God. And maybe he's like, oh, this is coming in the next life, and it's like, no, it's coming in this life.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna go on ahead, because that's exactly what I faced with my mission call. My patriarchal blessing, it talks about me being able to serve a mission and to be able to teach people. But with my mental health, I was basically told, hey, you're gonna be doing a service mission. And I was like, okay, so is this gonna get fulfilled in the next life, or is it gonna get fulfilled now? Mm-hmm. And that led to so many difficulties. And now the fact that God has fulfilled that plan, that promise to me, of me being able to serve a teaching, proselyting mission, it's like, I know, but it is like such a blessing. And I don't know, I guess it's kind of tender that I get to relate to Abraham like that.
True. I like that.
I think that's you showing faith. That is entire experience of you like growing to know God better. I believe that was faith and you trusting in him and his plan.
I think I was also very stubborn in the process. But I think sometimes stubbornness and faith can like intertwine if you're doing it right, like in the right ways.
And going back to the sacrifice of his son, it's like Jesus wasn't even born yet, and so Abraham didn't even have like that person to relate to, so he didn't even know, like, maybe he did know. I don't know if the Lord told him that Jesus would come and he would be like his only son, and I would also sacrifice my son, but no. And so he didn't know that, and I just thought Abraham paved the way for Jesus, kind of.
I think so too.
And I think that is kind of like our calling for like the second coming, is for us to pave the way for Jesus to come. You know what I mean?
We're the pavers.
Yeah, we're the pavers. We're the little Abrahams, but like not as cool. But like
we're like clearing the streets and cleaning them and putting the palm leaves down.
Yeah, we are.
That also reminds me of the whole Christians will die before Jesus comes again. That's also us paving the way, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, that shouldn't scare me. We need to prep.
We need to prep.
But like, if anything, if we had to die for this church and this gospel, I would.
Oh yeah. If I were to die for anything, it would be this church.
Yeah, this would be the only reason. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, family. Sorry, everyone. It's only the gospel for me.
Yeah.
When I was reading the part of the sacrifice, it just hit me so strongly, like, what am I willing to sacrifice? Like, what am I willing to pray for God about? Like, something that I want so terribly bad, for it to just be taken away and used in God's hands. And I just feel like what are some things that, like, we sacrifice and we ask for God, and then I feel like your mission was probably that.
My mission,
you wanted to sacrifice that, and you were like, I will do what I can. Mm-hmm. And God's like, I'll bless you tenfold.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not saying that a service mission is bad, but like that is what I personally was hoping for.
I wrote this thing down today because I was reading scriptures and I was like, I think the Lord answers prayers when we are the most willing to change and the most willing to grow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have a quote.
Yes, and I was just like, that's why he waits. That's why we wait for the Lord to answer us, is because we're trying to get the most out of the change, get the most out of the answer, I guess.
Yeah. Elder Oakes, actually, Dallin H. Oakes. He wrote a book
You
and
mean prophet?
prophet, sorry. He had a story that he talked about where on his mission, I could be saying this wrong, I'm going off of memory, but he had like taught this one member, and he was like, not this member, he gave him the Book of Mormon, and he was like, pray to know that this is real. And he read the Book of Mormon, and he prayed to know it was real, but he didn't get an answer. And as a missionary, I would be like,
that's the
God,
whole
like I
point.
did my part, where's your part?
Yeah.
And what he realized with this is God promises to answer our, I don't remember the verse, I should have looked this up, but it's like, as long as you are humble and meek in heart or something like that, you will always receive the answers. But what Oakes learned from that member, or that person, was that his question to know whether or not the Book of Mormon was true was just an educational question.
Right.
There was no intent behind it. And so God doesn't promise to answer educational questions.
Right.
I think when we're most willing to change, I was listening to a podcast called The Heaven Project, and Todd Sylvester was, is that his name?
Yeah, I love
Yes.
him.
Oh my gosh, he's so cool. He came and like talked at our devotional one time for Riverton.
Literally bawling.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
He was talking about how like he gave all of his money to this little girl at a lemonade stand, and he said, when I gave all of my money from what I had in my car, I got my life back. And he said this quote, it was like, being willing to give something back to the Lord looks like this. If you want to be fill in the blank, you have to give it away. So if you want to be happy, go give away happiness, and then you'll get it back tenfold. If you want to be loved, go give away love, and you'll get it back tenfold. And if you want abundance, go give someone $10 who only has 5, and you're going to get it back tenfold. And I think that Abraham thank you. Abraham kind of shows that when we give our love and our literally sacrificing his love, he even says that, like, if you love me, keep my commandments.
Right.
John chapter 14, verse 15. And I just feel like if we're willing to sacrifice what we love so dearly to God, he will give it back to us in ways that we can never imagine.
I feel it's promised that in Ether 12:27.
Oh, pull
It's
that
literally
out.
promised that. Yes.
I love when we remember.
It literally flipped to it. Ether 12:27 reads, "And if men come unto me, I will show them their weakness, and I give unto men weakness, that they may be humble. And my grace is sufficient for all men to humble themselves before me. And if they humble themselves before me and have faith in me, then will I make the weak things become strong unto them."
Right.
I
That's so
love
good.
And I like how it's not like it is what's the word? You give and then you give back.
transactional.
Yeah.
Transactional, thank you. It is transactional, but it seems like, if I give you my weakness, then you will make me strong.
No,
But
it's more.
It's God did it first.
Yeah.
It's not I have to
And
have
he-
faith to do it. God already paved the way. Christ already paved the way. It's just a matter of whether or not we will give back.
Right. And it's never like, okay, the Lord is actually never waiting on us. You know what I mean? It's always him waiting on us.
Yeah.
Whoa. It's always, whoa, sorry. We are never waiting on the Lord. The Lord is waiting on us.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. It's always our choice. And that's why he gave us agency and he gave us,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, the choices
Yeah,
to
for
choose.
sure.
But yeah.
I don't think like Abraham would have received the son that he asked for had he not pleaded with God.
And
I think it was like prayer. Like that's what literally direct connection is the only way to truly access God's power.
I think I watched a reenactment of the scene once.
I love that.
I know, and I remember Isaac the son just being so willing to sacrifice himself.
I know. I saw that.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know if I could. It's like my father's about to kill me.
No,
Like
really.
I don't know if I could do that.
Because it's
Poor Sarah.
They just want a little camping trip. They're coming back. Nope.
He's like, sorry, he's gone.
Yeah, I had to do what the Lord asked. Like, I mean, just imagine having that much faith. I just love it so much.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
And I think this is like a thing that might be a little bit unknown about Abraham is when he was a child, he was too sacrificed.
Yeah, it's an
He
Abraham.
was
Right, and he ran away. Well, he didn't run away, but
an angel
yeah.
came up and appeared to him and was like, "Don't sacrifice him."
Yeah.
It's in Abraham 1.
And then, yeah. I love the contrast between the two, like Genesis and Abraham, because like Abraham is like his personal account, and then this is just like the history of it. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
And I just love like reading it side by side. I read it side by side this morning, and I was like, oh,
Wow.
it's like a first account. I like it.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
But I think when you can look at that, like, I don't know, there's so many emotions that come with that.
Oh,
If
yeah.
he is being almost like sacrificed to the Egyptian gods, and then he has this experience with God where God's like, I need you to sacrifice your son. He's like, bro, I was sacrificed. I was almost
this
sacrificed.
Imagine the amount of trauma. And
Yeah.
I don't know. There's another scripture that I don't remember which it is, but it's literally
We're having a
saying
good time.
it's literally saying that God won't give you a child that you cannot handle.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
so the fact that God knew that Abraham could literally handle that would be the worst thing, I feel like, to have to kill your own son after being put through that. So you know what your son is going through and you have to do that. I think that would just like be horrible, but God knew Abraham.
Well,
Yes.
but maybe that showed like faith.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
he was like, well, God delivered me from my sacrifice. Maybe God can deliver Isaac from his sacrifice.
And he did. Bam.
Oh my gosh. I think I really like that because I think that it's 100% true that you can have faith for other people.
Yes.
Because that's why we pray for other people.
Well, yeah, and this, I think it also shows that the Lord knows everything, you know, and He has like the all-knowing being,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in Abraham, and it's I think verse 4. It's at the very end. It said, "This is the reckoning of the Lord's time," and I don't know what that really means, but I liked when He said like this is the reckoning of the Lord's time, because it's just like focus on the Lord's time, not your own. You know what I mean?
I think that's also kind of significant to me because the Abrahamic covenant it still exists to this day. So
Yeah.
Abraham isn't just like, oh, he's a history person, we should learn from him. No,
No.
the Abrahamic covenant is with us. And so the fact that this is the time, this is the Lord's time.
Yeah, this is the Lord's time,
That
and it will
is
be
stuck
known.
with us to this day.
Yeah, forever.
This is still the Lord's time, and I think it's more the Lord's time than ever.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh my gosh. Paving the way for Jesus.
Paving the way for Jesus. I like it. I like it. Let's get into the construction business. I'm joking. Okay, anyways, goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. I love you.